Hello, everyone. So, today we're going to be covering a topic that's basically can be summarized as like introductory logic. It's useful to know in both math and computer science because it's sort of like a foundation of both of those fields. Um, they derive a lot of the essential knowledge that is used from this kind of basic logic that we're going to go over today. So, to get started, we're just going to cover the idea of a statement and different types of statements. So, a statement is simply a sentence that is either true or false. So a statement could be something like, I am 28 years old. That would be true in this case. It's a verifiably true or false statement. A non-statement might be something like, I like chicken. Or, kind of like a subjective sort of declaration. So, whenever you have a statement, it's assigned to either of two values, true or false. Whatever that value is, it's called its truth value. Truth value. And in logic, we represent statements with the letters kind of like in algebra, how you use X and Y. Usually we use the letters P or Q, or a lot of times even R. Those tend to be the three main ones. So I could have some statement P, and it could be represented by the statement I am 28 years old. And that would be given a truth value of true. So something like that. Hopefully pretty simple starting out. So with this sort of idea of a statement, we can then modify statements in a couple of ways, or even join multiple statements together, which we'll see in a little bit. But first, let's talk about how we can modify statements by taking its negation. So, negation, like the word negative comes from it. The negation of a statement always has the opposite truth value of the original statement. So it's the opposite truth value. And we show this by the symbol. It's like a little squiggly line, and then P. So that little squiggle means not, and then P would be, whatever statement we're working with. So for example, in last slide, I had a statement P that said, I am 28 years old. So the statement not P, the negation of that statement, would be the statement I am not 27 years old. And, of course, 27. Sorry, it should be 28. 28 years old. And, of course, since the original statement had a truth value of true, this one, of course, has a truth value of false. So again, the negation, always take the opposite truth value. And usually, like, if you're thinking of it in terms of like a written language, you just throw the word not in there so that the statement has the opposite meaning. Okay, after that, we have conjunctions. Now, this is when we have two or more statements and we're joining them together using the word and. So we use the word and that's associated with conjunctions. And symbolically, we can write it as P. Well, think we have two statements, P and Q. The symbolic way to write and is this it's kind of like an up arrow, or I think of it as an A without the line going through it. So if you ever see this, it means P and Q. And conjunctions are true when both of the statements P and Q are true. And we'll see precisely what that is in the next video. I just want this one to go over the basic definitions. I'll show you examples in the next one. So again, in conjunctions, a conjunction is true when both the component statements P, Q are also true. And then we have the disjunction. So conjunction was the and statements. A disjunction is when we join two or more statements by the word or. And symbolically, it's kind of like a conjunction, except instead of an arrow pointing upward, it would be an arrow pointing downward, kind of like a V. And disjunctions are true when at least one of those component statements, P or Q, are true. So, unlike the conjunction where both have to be true, in a disjunction, as long as one of those statements, P or Q, as long as one of them's true, the entire disjunction will be true. So, in the next video, I will go over exactly how we can think to write these out and determine their truth values.